So here I am back, started baking again. I haven't been baking for this past 2 months, I would say, from we come out of lockdown because I'd done an awful lot of baking. So now it's coming into the winter, time to get started. And what I'm going to do first is review some of the older recipes and the basic recipes. So this is one of the easiest to do. And if you wanted to make an apple tart or something, this is actually almost the same, but a lot quicker. So here we have the basic fruit crumble recipe. 6 ounces of plain flour, 2 ounces of porridge oats, 4 ounces of butter or margarine, for example, Stork, and 2 ounces of sugar. You can leave out the porridge oats and use 8 ounces of flour instead. So I've put the butter and the flour into the mixer, and I've used the spade beater, and I'm putting it on at a low speed. So you mix to a fine breadcrumb. Now my margarine was quite soft, so it just came together very, very quickly. So you need to be careful. So now to this, I'm going to add the porridge oats, and I'll just give that a wee tiny mix in. And then to that, I'm going to add the sugar. Now you can use ordinary white caster sugar, which I use almost for anything, or you can use light brown sugar, soft brown sugar, whichever you fancy. But actually, I'm going to use the light brown sugar this time. So, throw that in, throw in the sugar, give it all a quick wee mix together, and that's your crumble ready. So I'm making apple and blackberry crumble. Apples, the cooking apples are all coming into season now, and this year there's an absolutely fantastic crop, and apples and blackberries go really, really well together, whether you're making a tart or a crumble or whatever it might be. So what I've got here, I've 2 cooking apples. I have a good lot of blackberries as well. I've dusted some caster sugar over the top of them, and now I'm just going to put the crumble on that and into the oven. And I can assure you it's going to be gorgeous. So that's it, ready to go into the oven. Now it is quite coarse. My butter was very, very soft and came together really too quickly. So my kitchen is so warm tonight. So just be careful that you use your butter straight out of the fridge. So I'm putting it into an oven at 180, and I'm going to set the timer for about half an hour, and then I'll check it and see how it's going. Which take 30 to 40 minutes, it just depends. You'll know when it's ready anyway. So while the crumble's in the oven cooking, just to show you the recipe again. So what you can do, if you like spices, as I do, when you've chopped up the fruit, you could add a little bit of cinnamon or ginger or nutmeg, whatever you fancy, both to the crumble and the fruit. So it's up to yourself. So you can use this as your basic recipe and then amend it to suit your needs. Make double of it, use half of it and put the rest in the freezer. So if you do freeze it, I usually would take it directly out of the freezer and just throw it on top of the fruit. So the crumble's ready. It has taken 40 minutes, so it just depends on your oven. And to finish it off, I'm just going to sprinkle it over with some caster sugar. And when it cools down a bit, we're going to have it with ice cream. You can have it with custard, fresh cream, or all custard, fresh cream, ice cream, the whole lot. So that's it ready. And just to show you the recipe again. So apple and blackberry crumble. And this is it, ready to eat. Lovely juicy blackberries, nice soft apples, ice cream and a little custard. So enjoy.